Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million bucks, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, I'm so grateful. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. I got a radio show. Just trying to give God some back. Just some back of what he done gave me. Just a portion, I'm just trying, man, to show some type of gratitude for all his blessings. I'm just trying to, man, just get it right sometimes. You know what I mean? I mean, man, you just can't do what you want to do and just live wrong all the time, man. You got to. At one point in time, Steve, come on, man. Come on, man. You could do better. I know you can. And you know what I had to do? I had to stop saying, I'm going to try to do better. And I just had to say, hey, man, I'm going to do better. Trying is just to put forth an effort, and then if it don't work, well, okay. But if you make up in your mind that I'm going to do something, then trying isn't enough. It's getting it done is the only thing that matters. See, it's the difference between doing and trying. We're going to try to win the game, or we're going to go out here to win the game. Now, trying to win the game means that you could lose. But when you got in your mind made up, most athletes will tell you that they go out there with the full intent and purpose of winning and winning only. See, they don't put the second place finisher on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Second place don't get you there. You got to win. And now take it out of the scope of athletics, but keep it in that type of analogy. In life, man, you want to win in life, don't you? I mean, at the end of the day, don't you want to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated of life? Don't you want to be recognized for your hard work? Don't you want, to be recognized in the bonus structure down at your job? Don't you want to have your plaque up on the wall down at your job? I mean, most people do. Some people could care less. Some people don't care about looking good or being their best. And that's cool, but I ain't talking to them, though. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to those of you who want to be the best you can be. People kill me when they get mad at people. And he brown nose and he all up on the employee of the month. Man, the dude doing his job to the best of his ability and he getting recognized for it. What that got to do with all that you talking about? Because you ain't up there. It's amazing, man, how people describe other people's success. He's so lucky. Lucky? Hey, man, don't they kind of get you a little bit when people call you lucky? Let me tell you what luck really is, y'all. Luck is when hard work bumps up into opportunity. Some people call that luck, but hold on. Let's think about this. If you wasn't working hard and opportunity presented itself, what would you call that? But see, when you've been working hard An opportunity presents itself and it bumps up into each other. Now people want to call that luck. But hold up, here go the part, though, that they ain't paying no attention to. Yeah, that opportunity came by. But if you had not been working hard and the hard work had not ran up into opportunity, what would you have? No, sir. It's not luck. It's work. It is work. Because there's a scripture that says faith without works is dead. But my mama was a Sunday school teacher. She taught me enough, though. Now, I know the difference between right and wrong just like you do. You ain't got to, it kills me when people write a strawberry letter. Am I wrong for this? Good and well, let's read your letter. Are you wrong for this? You wrong, but you don't need us to be telling, but I'm going to do this anyway. Well, see, go ahead, though. Do what you want to do. But you know what, y'all? Here's the best advice I can give you. And this is what I really came to talk about this morning, but I got sidetracked because I listened. Get out of your own way. So many of us are blocking our own blessings. We just in our own way. We are in our own way. And one of the most dangerous ways you can get in your way is to do it your way, to get it figured your way, and to lock in on your way, and this the way it's got to go. Do you know how many people are blocking their blessing? Do you know how long I blocked mine with that mindset right there? Look, cause this the way you do it, you think that make it the right way? You think just because you done thought on it long and hard, and that's what you really want, do you really think that your way is the right way? Or could there be a better way? See, until I started listening to God and started paying attention to his way, man, I was spinning my wheels, man. I was out here so determined this how I was going to do it. But, I had to learn how to get out of my own way. Because just because I could do it my way didn't mean it was the right way. I had to get out of my own way. Just get out your way, man. Now, what does that mean? That means, see, set your goals. That means have your dreams. I'm saying set your goals, man. I ain't saying don't set goals. Listen to me. Set your goals. What is it you want to happen? What is it you'd like to have? What is it you'd like to be? What do you aspire to? Set your goals and set your dreams. Now, take your goals and your dreams to God and ask God to show you how. Man, you can save yourself a lot of pain. Listen to somebody who did it his way for so long. And when I finally got out of my way, out of my own way, when you've heard old people say, let go and let God. You've heard them say that. I didn't get it, but I got it now. Let go and let God. And it's an amazing little saying, though. Now, you may not get it now. It took me a bunch of years to get it, too. But when I took my goals and my dreams and my vision to God, and I said, God, this is what I hope for. This is what I aspire to. This is what I want to be. This is where I would love to get to. Then I said, help me. Show me how. Point me in the right direction. Let me follow your footsteps. Guide me. And give me a spirit of discernment. Show me who wrong. Because I meet people every day ain't up to no good with me. Every single day. Oh, man, I can't believe I run up into you, man. The Lord told me something was going to happen to me today. Well, see, I talk to him every day. He did not mention you to me. He ain't said nothing to me. He didn't tell me what was going to happen in mine. Now, that don't mean it can't happen because I'm open to it. So really, man, I'm and please know I'm listening as well as I've ever listened before. But get yourself together, though. See, know your goals and your dreams, and then let God show you how to do it. He'll do it. It's so important, everybody, that you get focused, that you aim for something, that you dream of something, that you aspire to something. But it's the best thing you can do after you do all that. Man, get God involved in it, man. Talk to him. I mean, why would you not? What you got to lose? You ain't got to go down there and make no big scene and run laps around the church and run up there and throw yourself on the altar and scream and flip over and throw money in the air. You ain't got to do that. This you and God, man. This you and God. You got to serve and praise him the way you do it. You got to let nobody else tell you how it's done. It's a personal relationship. People kill me if you don't do it this way, if you don't come here to this church and you don't run around in this circle and you don't get flipped in the air and you don't, hey, man, you better go have a relationship with God, see what that's about. You understand? Don't nobody throw you off with all that, all right? All right, y'all. Talk to him. He'd love to hear from you today.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Morning Show is live and in effect. Try Jesus, not me, because I throw hands. Try Jesus, please don't try me, because I fight. Ladies and gentlemen, special guest, the person who really wrote this song.
That's right.
Is about to come on and do it the way he originally wrote it. Ladies and gentlemen, the writer of Try Jesus, Roscoe Wallace. Try Jesus. No, try me.
Ignorant.
Because I lace them up. Whoa, try Jesus. Please don't try me.
I didn't know Roscoe wrote that.
Because I bust them up.
What happened?
I may be not that good a Christian. Yeah. Because I throw hands.
Yeah.
So come on, try Jesus. Oh, but don't try me.
Nope, don't do it.
Because
you what?
I don't want nobody
You better sing, Roscoe.
stepping in my way. Better get away from me. I told you, don't try me.
Sing it.
Try Jesus, because I throw hands. Swear to God, I do. Shot 4 people before I was 32. Been to prison. Got back out, now I'm free.
Oh, really?
I told you to try Jesus, but don't come over here messing with me. Roscoe don't play that. Roscoe don't play fair. All I know is everything I got gonna be up in the air. I kick, I spit, I throw hands, I poke out eyes, I bust open lips, I tag your nostril, do whatever. But try Jesus.
Come on, Roscoe.
But don't.
You better don't.
Try, I said don't.
Yes, don't.
Try. Roscoe.
Yeah. That's a
Roscoe
Wallace in the building, baby.
Yeah.
I'm going to get that on iTunes today.
I'll tell you right there.
Go
right
ahead,
there.
Roscoe.
You know that was the original song.
We gotta let him hear this one, Roscoe. We gotta let him hear
I
this.
let him hear it, and I told him to do it, and then he gonna put the church version on. I gave it to him raw.
Who, Toby?
Yeah, you know, Toby said he didn't want to do it because I know his father, you know.
Well, Roscoe, we thank you for that one.
Thank you, baby. Won't stop me to holler at y'all. Another hit.
Roscoe, you
Wallace.
did that today.
Roscoe strikes again, baby.
Roscoe did that.
I know that doggone right, boy. Thank you, Tommy.
All right, coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, Ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it's time now for Ask the CLO. You ready, CLO?
Yes, I am.
Here we go. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey. This one is from Claudia in Raleigh, North Carolina. She says, I'm a 33-year-old woman who's dating a 38-year-old man, and I have some concerns. He lives at home with his mother so he can get out of debt. He sleeps in her bed every night because she has breathing problems. It's been an issue for the past 2 years.
Yeah, Start over, Shirley. I missed
you
this
heard
here.
me.
This sounds like
Okay.
a COVID question. Start
Okay.
over.
All right.
This is Dr. Fauci question. That's why I started slipping off.
This is from Claudia. She says, I'm a 33-year-old woman who's dating a 38-year-old man. She does have some concerns, she says. The man lives at home with his mom so he can get out of debt. He sleeps in her bed every night because she has breathing problems. It's been an issue for the past 2 years, and he promised me he was moving in with me a year ago. Instead, he bought a brand new 2020 car, and his priorities are mixed up, and I just found out I'm having a baby. He's also broke, so I think I'd be better off raising my baby alone. Should I cut him off now or keep hoping he'll get his life together?
There's so many things wrong. He live at home with his mama.
To get out of debt.
Mm-hmm. He sleep in the same bed as his mama.
Yeah,
because she got breathing problems.
He's 38. Mm-hmm.
We can stop talking to me right after you tell me you sleep with your mama because she got breathing problems. While you in the bed, ain't she still got the breathing problem?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's very odd. To
Come
say
on,
the
help me
least.
out, caller. I'm open. Somebody tell
well,
me.
maybe he could sleep in the bedroom. But why is he sleep in the bed?
No, he's in the bed with his mom.
Ain't nobody got no room in their bedroom for 2 damn beds.
Yeah, this is odd for a 38-year-old man, though, to sleep in the room. So maybe in case something happens in the middle of the night, he can be right
breathing.
there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
well,
What he gonna
if she
do?
stops, there's
I
nothing
don't
he can do.
know.
But
I don't know.
yeah, maybe she needs to change something on her breathing machine, or I don't know.
If they make love in his mama bed, I bet she get the breathing right. I bet if they get in that bed with his mama, I bet you she'll get the breathing right.
Tommy, do you think a man that sleeps in the bed with his mom will make love to another woman in the bed with? No.
If you want to help your mama with her.
First of all, Shirley, I don't know a grown-ass man who sleeps with his mama. I've never heard of this guy.
Unless your
never
name
heard
know
of
him in
this.
base.
Now, I'll be honest. Before I got married, when I used to go home and see my mom, I'd sleep in the bed with my mom. I would.
Oh, women can do all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, dog.
Yeah.
Man, my daughters sleep in the bed with their mama all the time.
All the
I
time.
got that. I ain't ever crawled up in the bed next to my daddy. I can tell you right now.
As a grown man.
Is that a, yes, that's
Slick
the man
Harvey
thing.
would have a... Boy, what? You all right?
Yeah, we got some questions to ask.
See, those are
What
double
happened?
standards that we talk about a lot on this show. You know, things that women can do that men can't, and
I
you know,
can't-
things
I
that men
can't
can do that
sleep.
women can't.
You know, women can be walking in the mall and lock arm in arms, talking to each other.
Yeah, we
Yes.
dance together, all that.
Yeah, all that.
Hey, dog, if I'm walking in the mall with my dude and he hooked my arm,
And I'm not finna dance with you, dog. Yeah, that's not happening.
So he's staying with his mom because of debt, but he bought a brand new car. a
That's what
2020
she's
car.
saying, and now she's pregnant, so she
That's
wants
more
to know
debt. The car.
Yeah, she wants to know, should she cut him off now or keep hoping he'll get himself together?
well, here's what I
Can't cut
think
him
gonna
off.
happen.
What?
All y'all gonna be in there with his mama.
In that bed.
Everybody.
Yeah, she can't cut him off because he's
Head
the
to
baby's
foot.
daddy.
We
Everybody
got
on
to
the breathing
sleep in
machine.
here. I keep telling y'all, tell that baby be quiet, cause mama got breathing problems. Gonna keep waking her up. Gonna scare her now.
That's major.
Yeah.
That is major. Yeah.
No.
All right, CLO. Franklin in Ohio says, I'm a 44-year-old married man and my wife is not happy with me. I've gained 15 pounds since the pandemic. So every day my wife is monitoring what I eat and she's taken all of the snacks out of the house. She told me she will not have sex with me until I get in shape. I have high blood pressure and she says she's worried about my health. I've told her that nagging me is not the way to do it. How can I get her to mind her business and let me lose weight on my own terms?
Hey, dog, you are her business. The woman love you. She trying to help you. She trying to motivate you. You're not gonna lose it on your own. Your fat ass done set up there, dog. You was already big for the pandemic. Now you done added 15. She done took all the snacks out the damn house. Now
couldn't
you
get out
so
the house.
damn mad you done wrote a letter into us. Now,
A lot of
dog,
people gained 15 pounds during this
They
pandemic.
say the average person during the pandemic has picked up 16 pounds.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
A
yeah.
study came out. Say the
Yeah.
average person during the pandemic has picked up 16 pounds. So what you did is what everybody else did. The problem was you was already big, dog. Now the 16 more, it's just that's the straw that broke the camel's back. Your wife is concerned, and she wants you to get healthy. And you have high blood pressure, bro. You got to lose weight. You got to scoop from out. You got to burn more calories than you're taking in. That's all. It's no trick to this. You have to burn more than you're putting in. You're probably sitting up there with your big ass. You probably eating about 7,000-8,000 calories a day.
Easy.
You gotta work out, dude.
All you doing is walking back and forth to the refrigerator in the bathroom, and ain't enough happening in the bathroom.
Whoa.
Wow. Going out.
It just got real, didn't it? So he's not regular either?
No, I'm trying to hurt him so he'll go lose weight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not your wife, so I'm trying to hurt you.
All right. Well, thank you, CLO, as always.
You're welcome.
Coming up next, it is the nephew with today's prank. Run that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann is standing by with today's national news. And in trending sports news headlines, LeBron James said the NBA is not sad. They're good that they'll be losing President Trump as a viewer. They're okay. I think they're gonna make it, he says. But right now, we'll talk about that at the top of the hour, of course. Right now, the nephew is here with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Neff?
My bones is weak. I know it's supposed to be all week. It should be my bones all week, but we're not working on English today. That is not the situation we're in. My bones is weak.
But why you can't say R though? What I mean,
I can say my bones are weak, but then it will not have the same intensity. My bones is weak.
You is crazy. How about that?
We got all of that.
Let's go, cat dog.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to speak to Ron. Yeah, this is Ron. Hey, Ron, how you doing? It's Foley, man. How are you, brother? I'm good, Foley. Hey, I want to congratulate you, man, on the baby, man. I wasn't able to make it to the baby shower, man, but want to congratulate you on the baby, man, and all of that, man. Much success to you, man, you and the wife. Thank you. We appreciate that. Foley. Yeah, Foley, man. I didn't get, my wife Danita. She came to the baby shower, man. So she was telling me how nice it was, how successful it was, man. So I just wanted to give you big ups. I heard the baby came and everything, and I wanted to just call. A little girl. Y'all had a little girl? Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations, man. Congratulations, Ron. I wanted to definitely call and congratulate, man. And Foley, real quick, what baby shower was your wife at? Because we had two. We had one for my side of the family, and then one for my wife's side, because they live different places and stuff, man. So, which one do you think she was at? Probably on your wife's side. Okay. She knows my wife? Well, no, see, Danita is actually friends with Kendra. Now, you know Kendra, right? Oh, yeah, I know Kendra. Yeah, that's good friend of family. Okay, she was with Kendra. Okay, yeah, she comes, they play cards, Okay, yeah, she was with Kendra, man, and she was just telling me how successful, man, how nice it was, and laid out baby shower. I wasn't able to make it, man. I've been a little under the weather, bro. That's all right. And with God's help, man, I'll be able to get back on my feet. You know what I'm saying? That's all right. Hey, man, I just, congratulations again, man. A beautiful baby girl. Man, that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, man, but I can't, Foley. I'm trying to remember you and trying to place you, and I can't do it. Have we met? No. My bad, man. I'm sorry, dog. Nah, me and you, we haven't met at all. Like I say, my wife knows Kendra. They hang out, and I guess she's dabbled a couple times and been around. Your wife is Marilyn, right? Yeah, that's my wife. Okay, yeah. I guess she's been in the presence of Marilyn, man. So I kind of got your number from my wife, man. And she got it from Kendra, so I kind of wanted to holler at you, What you want to holler at me about? Actually, man, like I say, man, I've been down for a minute, and I actually, came from the doctor yesterday, and my bones, man, my bones are deteriorating, that's kind of what I've been going through, man. If I don't get the proper medication that I need, man, then it within the next 3 months here, dog, it could get pretty bad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. All I can do is just pray for you, man, and
Well, man, the doctor told me that if
don't cry, bro. Don't cry, man.
The doctor told me, man, that if I get the right medication, man, that I could get back up to 75-80% healthy again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just a rare type of thing that I need to try and get.
Okay.
And I think that you might be. I think you can help me with what
Yo,
I
be
need.
strong, man. Be strong. Just, man, sit down, man. Be strong, bro. It's going to be all right,
But
man.
I think
it's going to be all right. God is with you. I pray for you. I do all I can. I don't know.
Well, actually, the doctor told me, man, that for 6 months, if I drunk breast milk, it will put enough calcium and stuff back into my bones that would get me back up to 70 to 85% healthy.
Breast milk?
Yeah.
I ain't got no breast, bro. So
well, it's not you, Ron. You don't. But your wife does, though.
Whoa. You talking about my wife's breast, man?
I'm not directly, man. I'm just saying that she can, I mean, if I had her breast milk for like 6 months straight, man, I could get back whole again, man.
Hold the up. You don't talk about a man's wife or her breast milk. I just had a baby, man. Are you serious?
I'm just all I'm
so
trying
you asking for my wife's breast milk, man?
Man, I'm just asking y'all to share it for 6 months.
We can't share no breast milk with you, man. You got the wrong one, man. The wrong one. So you said your name was what?
My name's Foley, man.
This is wrong, man. This is wrong.
Okay.
Wrong.
No, we're just talking about 6 months of breast milk, man. 6 months
my
of
wife's breast milk. We ain't talking about just no breast milk.
And I understand.
My wife's breast milk, man.
I understand that, man, but we're talking about you saving a life, man, a life.
I ain't the one.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. What if y'all would have had twins, man? Y'all would have been breastfeeding 2 babies. Just look at it as if we twins.
What the Man, I'm getting the off this phone because I don't know who the you are. You need to chill out, man. You need to go get on your knees, pray that your bones get healed or whatever. You got the wrong number, man.
Listen, man, all I'm saying is I got one more thing I want to say, and then
I'm
I'll
about
let
to
you
get
know,
off the
all
phone,
right?
man.
I just
I'm about to get off the phone, call Kendra, and find out why gave you my number, because that's how you got it.
Can I say one more thing?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Can I say it?
Say it, man.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Kendra and your wife, Marilyn, got me to prank phone call you. Hello, Ron.
Yeah, man. Ooh, y'all are good, man. Boy, man, my wife, man. Man, Kendra, boy.
Did I get you, man?
Yeah, y'all got me, man. Y'all got me.
Hey.
I got them, too. They done started something.
Hey, one more thing. What's the baddest radio station in the land, man?
Man, it is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Man, wow, man.
All right, thank you, nephew. That is crazy. Coming up, you are the king of pranks. You are. Coming up at the top of the hour, some entertainment and national news with Miss Ann Tripp right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
According to the Black Information Network, President Trump said he turns away when he sees players kneel during the national anthem. LeBron James responded to the president's criticism and said the NBA is not sad about losing his viewership. Take a listen.
Not only love the way we play the game, we try to give it back to them with our commitment to the game, but also respect, what else we try to bring to the game and acknowledging, what's right and what's wrong. And I hope everyone, no matter the race, no matter the color, no matter the size, would see what leadership that we have at the top in our country, and understand that November is right around the corner, and it's a big moment for us as Americans. If we continue to talk about we want, better, won't change. We have an opportunity to do that. So, but the game will go on without his eyes on it. I can sit here and speak for all of us that love the game of basketball. We could care less.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
Keep it 100.
Are we clear? Are we clear? Are we
We're
clear?
very clear.
Can I add one thing to that?
Of course. Go
Okay.
ahead. Cleveland to
They
Cleveland.
could care less than us.
Down.
The players and the coaches have said it over and over, and Steve, you've said it over and over on this show. They are not protesting the national anthem or the military, okay? They are protesting police brutality and social injustice. Thank you.
And they draw attention by doing it during this particular moment where all eyes are on them to make people be conscious of what's going on. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I didn't have a problem when Colin Kaepernick first did it, but after they changed the narrative, I was okay with the brothers getting up because they had flipped the script and the narrative. This time, even J.J. Watts for the Houston Texans said, you have got to be blind or just not paying attention if you think this is against the military or the flag. You're not listening.
Right.
At all.
You don't want to hear
Right.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah,
You're not
you
trying
just
to hear
not
it.
listening, man. And that right there, when he said that, I said, man, that brother got a grip on it. And so stop this, man. Even Drew Brees' statements that he's making about it, is pretty
He's
good.
coming around, yeah.
You look,
He's-
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you learned.
yes.
People, you can't look, man. You got to try to understand the other side. It ain't just your side.
Right.
No.
There are 88 days left until November 3rd. These days are counting down. Register to vote at whenweallvote.org. And finally, in entertainment news, there's good news and bad news for Bruno Mars fans. Judging by a new tweet, Bruno seems to be working on some new music, so that's good news. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound like he's having much luck because he seems to be regretting his choice of career. Bruno tweeted, "Sometimes I get so frustrated writing music, I look in the mirror and say, I should have been a model." He sure is cute enough to be a model. Yeah. So I got to ask you guys, have you ever been frustrated, with your career choice and thought you should change it? Have you ever said those words, I should have been a model?
Absolutely.
I know I could have been a model. I mean, I knew I can still do that now if I want to.
Ooh, look at the time.
No. I told, when we come back, we'll discuss this modeling thing.
All right.
Okay.
Right now, it's time for today's headline, Steve.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you, guys. Okay, well, I could have been a model for Next. This is Ann Tripp with the news. Okay, I got to laugh because you know what? As if the coronavirus and job losses and Hurricane Isaias wasn't enough. Now the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is predicting a record hurricane season. Record as in bad. And hurricane forecaster Jerry Bell delivers the bad news.
Predicted oceanic and atmospheric conditions now indicate a higher likelihood, an 85% chance of an above normal season.
Do we need this? No. Bell says that there's a potential for as many as 25 storms this hurricane season. That's the first time that NOAA's predicted so many, and Bell says that between 3 and 6 of them could become really major. There have already been 9 named storms so far this hurricane season, the earliest on record. Democrats and Republicans still trying to work out a deal on a new pandemic relief package. At one point, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi seemed optimistic, but Schumer now seems frustrated and Pelosi scared.
The reason our negotiations with the White House have been so arduous is they just don't see the needs out there, and they don't want to do anything about them. They want to get away with as little as possible.
But we have to move quickly, more quickly, because the light at that end of the tunnel may be the freight train of the virus coming at us. if we do not act to contain it.
White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows says that President Trump will take some sort of executive action if the Congress cannot reach a deal. By the way, both Twitter and Facebook have removed a video shared by President Trump because they say it violates the rules about spreading misinformation. The video shows the president telling Fox News that children are virtually immune from the coronavirus. Okay, it looks like we spoke too soon. Kanye West has just qualified to be on the ballot in Colorado. The New York Times says some Republican operatives have been working to get him in as many state ballots as possible with the apparent expectation of siphoning votes from Joe Biden. Memorial services were held yesterday in Hiroshima, Japan, in memory of the atomic bombing there 75 years ago. The U.S. dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima, killing some 80,000 people, leveling the island. Days later, the U.S. detonated another nuclear bomb, this one on the island of Nagasaki, prompting Japan to surrender in World War II. It was the first and only time that a country ever dropped an atomic bomb on another one. Yesterday's commemoration, leaders called on Japan and other nations to do more to ban nuclear weapons. Finally, a British couple won the legal right to name their son Lucifer after a government official tried to stop him. In the end, they won the fight to do it. I guess you can say it was one hell of a fight. I don't know. Johnny Lucifer Williams. Okay, now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So, Steve, before we went to the news and everything, I told you about Bruno Mars saying that he gets frustrated writing music, and sometimes he looks in the mirror and says he should have been a model. And then I asked you guys if you've ever said that to yourself about
Well, Tommy
career
said he
choice.
could have been a model.
With no hesitation.
Yeah.
Why would I hesitate on that? What am I supposed to pause for?
Very confident in which
I'm definitely about who I am.
I always knew he could have been a model. He just didn't want to do what I had suggested.
So you agree with him?
Oh, absolutely.
Tell him how sexy. Tell him how sexy I am, Uncle Steve.
I'm telling you, stop saying you sexy, because we've had this discussion before. Now, you could have been a model. Because when they was looking for models, and I had you go down there, you ain't want to stay in.
Like an open call or something?
Yeah,
they
they
was
was
model call.
Right. They was down there. They was doing these commercials at Baby Gap for Oshkosh jeans, and they was down at Baby Gap, and I had him to gig. You know, the lady said I told him to smile more. The lady said he look a little old, sir. I said, hey, don't worry about that. But he gonna do these lines better than these little kids y'all got.
Oh, man.
And you know, I had him. He was there.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna tell you lie, be no Baby Gap. Well, you can't model at the regular Gap.
So here we are, right, Steve?
Yeah. They had his picture and everything. They just said, Mr. Harvey, he just looks a little old. I said, but he gonna get these lines. Stand him over there with the rest of the kids. He gonna nail it. And this boy can act. Shoot. And he was 26 then.
That's when Oshkosh was hot.
You blew it, Tommy. You blew it.
Had it.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
So, Bruno ain't the only one.
I've never felt like I could have been anything else, clearly.
Why you say that?
What the hell else could I have been?
Well, you're tall. You're tall. Models
What
are
about
tall.
you? Like to play basketball? Weren't you an athlete back in the day?
Hell yeah, but not make money. I can shoot, but if you're too tall, you can block it. So
back at square one. Okay.
Hell, 99.9, 100% of everybody in the WNBA can kick my ass.
And those girls are bad, baby.
They got some bad girls over there.
Baby, they be balling, honey.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. If you think you're going to go over there and just do what you want to do to them girls, you got a surprise coming, partner.
Yes.
No, you're not.
Wow.
Yes.
Partner, you got a real surprise coming.
Yes. WNBA.
All right. We're gonna move on since all that's cleared up now. Joe Biden will win the presidential election coming up in November. Someone has predicted it, and we'll tell you who at 34 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, guys, an American University professor and political historian, his name is Alan Lichtman, he's predicted the winner of every presidential election since 1984.
Who has?
His name is Alan Lichtman. He's a political historian. He's an American University professor, okay? Every election he's gotten right since 1984. He's predicted that Joe Biden will beat Donald Trump in the 2020 election come November 3rd.
Please.
We hope you're right this time.
This is not the time to mess up.
Right.
Okay. Right, Junior?
Also, speaking of President Trump, while in Ohio yesterday, the president had a baseless claim, another one, that Joe Biden wants to hurt God.
What?
Take a listen.
He's going to do things that nobody ever would ever think even possible because he's following the radical left agenda. Take away your guns, destroy your Second Amendment, no religion, no anything, hurt the Bible, hurt God. He's against God, he's against guns.
Okay, you're just ignorant.
Wait a minute,
You're
hold
just
on.
real.
Wait,
You're just
hold on, man.
Crazy now.
Wait a minute, man.
No, you ain't got to wait.
Yeah, everyone
That's
needs
what he
to
said.
take a breather.
This is
Listen to
stupidity.
me. Always remember this, and Bishop Kenneth Ulmer taught this to me. When someone is talking about God, remember that God's voice has no sin in it. They're going to take away our guns. God don't even want you to have guns. Thou shalt not kill is a commandment. We created guns. When you hear a man talking like this, he's against religion. He's going to hurt God and take away your guns. Wait a minute, man. You don't even know how to hold the Bible right side up.
Right.
There's not a single picture in the history of Donald Trump coming out of a church except at Bush's funeral. There's no photos of him at a church service. And this man got the nerve to turn around and say that Joe Biden is against God. Wait a minute, man. Y'all, listen, man. Y'all, this dude, hey, man, that's a sick statement to make. That's a sick statement to make. You're really, is your base that low of a group of people that they will allow you to say this? I don't believe the base is that low. But for you to say that is because you know that there's a group of people who will listen to that type of rhetoric. Hey, y'all, we got to get to the polls. Enough of this. Enough is enough. Here's a man who just described himself.
That's exactly what he did.
It just, and it proves that he's a fighter. He's going to try and do whatever it takes to win this election. I don't care how many lies I have to tell, whatever I have to do. That's what's in his mind. That's what's in his brain.
Dirty.
Fight
dirty.
Yeah, he's going to fight. He's a fighter. He's a scrapper. He is. He wants this election more than he wants the first one, I believe. So
I believe that too.
We have to do our parts. Yeah, we have to get out and vote. That's the only way he won't win is if we get out and vote.
It's
88 days left.
You can't say that about Biden. Everybody know Biden is a Catholic. He's a devout Catholic.
Devout Catholic.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I mean, to say
Does anybody know that Trump is a devout anything?
No, he the upside down Bible guy. That's who he is.
Devout liar.
But the nerve. The nerve of him to say that now during this pandemic. I mean, who are you? What kind of person are you?
Yeah, it reeks of desperation. Though.
Yes, that's it.
You know, I hear that. He's getting desperate now. Joe Biden is winning in the polls. All right, guys, coming up next, it is the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. Subject, the low down and dirty deacon. I said the low down and dirty deacon. That's right. I don't know if it's Deacon Def Jam, though.
I hope not.
First, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Well, Shirley, a lot of parents hate to hear it. Some of them get the call, you know. It happens sometimes. Your son didn't make the team. I'm going to say it again. Your son didn't make the team. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Miss Lydia.
This is she. Master's calling.
This is Coach Watkins up at the school. How are you?
Hey, Coach Watkins, I'm fine. What can I do for you?
Listen, we've had Malik out for the last week and a half. He's been coming to practice here at the junior high school, and wanted to reach out and give you a call about everything that's going on.
Oh yeah, well I know he's really excited. He can't wait to start this season. He's ready.
Yeah,
We're working all summer.
Well, you know what? I'll be honest with you. He's a great kid.
Yes,
and he's got a good heart, and he's really, really, really trying to produce as much as possible.
Well, you know, he loves the game, and he's been playing since he was a little kid. He loves it.
Yeah. You know, this is the 7th grade. This is the first time some of these kids have played organized football, and this is the first time playing school football. And it's a big transition. That if you've been playing little league ball or Pop Warner or whatever you want to call it, it's a big difference and a big transition to go from one to the other. You understand?
Yeah, I do understand. But Malik has been working really hard. Yeah, so he's ready.
Well, let me say this. My main reason for calling you is letting you know that Malik, as of right now, is not going to be able to make the cut. As far as
what you say?
He's not going to be able to make the cut as far as being on the team for this year. Now, I got.
Wait a minute. You said Malik. Wait. You said that Malik is not going to be able to make the team. You talking about my son is not going to make the team?
He's a great kid. You know, he's a great kid.
I know he's a great kid, but wait a minute. Now, he didn't play Pop Warner, and he was a starting quarterback. So what are you talking about? He's not going to make the team this year. He was the best they had out on that squad.
Okay, and you know what? I've heard a lot about him. I heard he did a great job.
Heard about him? Wait a minute. Have you seen his stats? 20 touchdowns in the season?
I understand.
What other kids is out there doing that?
But you know what? But right now we got a lot of different kids that are coming into this particular school. So, you know, the competition has gone greater and greater than what we could possibly understand.
Wait a minute. This is 7th grade. First of all, everybody makes the team. Nobody gets cut in the first place. You got an A team and a B team. So you telling me my baby ain't made none of them teams?
Right now, Miss Lydia, Malik, like I said, Malik is a great kid. I like it.
I know what Malik is. I know that he's a great kid, and he's a ball player. Now, I make sure of that. So don't come telling me that he's not good enough to make the cut on this 7th grade team.
Well,
don't come telling me first of all, who is the quarterback? You tell me what's going on. Who is the quarterback?
Well, actually, right now, my son is the quarterback.
Your son?
Now my son hasn't played yet, but my son is actually the quarterback. He hasn't done any Pop Warner or anything, but he really has what it takes to be the quarterback.
He's never played football before. He's never played organized football. But he is going to be the quarterback for the 7th grade team. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, yeah, my son is actually starting quarterback, but that's neither here nor there.
But my son don't make the team, and my son scored 20 touchdowns. 20 touchdowns. Is that what you're telling me? Oh, hell no. This is I'm calling up to that school tomorrow. I will be up there tomorrow. You will see me tomorrow.
Let me explain something.
What I'm saying, something to you.
Lydia,
no. I don't know what this is. It's nepotism or whatever the you got going on around here. But hell no. My son ain't made the squad. Hell no. It's going to be smoking the city tomorrow when I get up there. You watch.
Miss Lydia, what I want to say is this. If your son would take a year off and try to get himself together and get his fundamentals together, I think that he'll probably be a greater football player when he gets to be headed to the 8th grade.
He was the rising star last year. What you talking about his fundamentals together? Your son ain't never even played this.
Well, you know what? I've worked with my son, and it's a little awkward for me to try to talk about what my son has done.
Hell yeah, it's going to be hard for you to talk about because you don't know what your son has done because ain't nobody ever seen your son. You just got this dream, probably something that you ain't did. You want to live vicariously through him. Hell no.
That is not it. That is not it. Now, I played football in school. I played in high school, and Let me say this. I'm trying to do the best that I can and the best of my ability to make sure that everybody gets a good and fair shot at what's going on.
A fair shot, but he don't get to play. So what about Malik? Malik don't get no fair shot? Malik don't get to play?
It's probably, he'll work out to be a better...
That's some bull. Serve that to them other mothers. That's some bull. I guarantee you this, my son will be starting this year. I guarantee you this. You don't want none of this.
Okay, right now, all I can say is I need Malik to actually bring his cliques back, because my son's going to need him to play in.
What? How about them cleats? Your son ain't getting Your son running down that field, he going to run barefoot. He ain't getting mine. Nothing.
Ma'am, from my record's understanding is that the cliques actually came from school. That's what I'm understanding.
Your record's the one that told you that my son can't play. Your records ain't Ain't nobody thinking about your records. You, your mama, and the day she brushed your
Ma'am, I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with you. All I'm trying to say is this, is that Malik is going to...
my son ain't about to do You start looking for a new job. Get your resume together.
Hey, you know what, ma'am? I'm not going to go back and forth. I got one more thing I need to say to you.
You ain't got nothing else to say to me. My son will be playing, and I'll be up there tomorrow.
I have one more thing I need to say to you. Are you listening?
Only thing you need to tell me is who I need to talk to tomorrow. Now, who?
I'll let you know that as soon as I tell you this. Are you listening?
I'm listening. What?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your sister Ina got me to prank phone call you.
What the
Hello?
I'll be dead.
Lydia.
I'm going to kick that. Man, I thought y'all was really calling. You got me out hot in here. Woo!
You finna go down to the school and you finna whoop everybody at the school, wasn't you?
Baby, it was going down.
Oh, man, I got something to ask you. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show. Oh, Lord.
I loved her.
That one right now is in my new top 3.
Yeah, I loved her.
You need to get your resume together because you're going to need work.
You trying to live vicariously through him because you ain't.
Man.
Because you ain't sugar honey iced tea.
Did not run down this sideline
At all.
But
bring his cleats,
Bring
though.
them cleats.
What?
Oh, man.
What?
Every parent of a student athlete is hollering.
Oh, man, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Everybody hollering at
If
them.
you involved with your kids' sports, man, you know exactly what that is.
Winning touchdowns last year, and he ain't make the team.
He was the rising star.
Who is your boy? Oh, this some of that nepotism bull. Okay.
Yes, she did say it. Yes. Tommy, I just don't know how you think of this stuff. It's so crazy.
Oh, my God.
Tommy, that one right there, that's in my new top 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
New
man.
top 3.
Oh,
Mama Hatch.
Big ups to all the coaches that's coaching all of our children. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. We put our kids in y'all's hands, and y'all try to make athletes out of them. So we
damn that. If you don't play mine, I'm the lady on the phone.
All right. Great one, King of Pranks. All right, coming up, Strawberry Letter. This subject, the lowdown and dirty deacon. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Subject, the lowdown and dirty deacon. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm in my early 30s, and I'm eager to meet a nice man and settle down one day. But in the meantime and in between time, I was keeping myself entertained in online chat rooms and online dating. I met a man that I paired perfectly with, and his profile said he was 6'2" and athletic. His picture was nice, but not really my type. We started chatting offline and would stay on the phone for hours. That turned into sexting, and I sent him a bunch of nude photos, and he sent me nude pictures too. Then he asked for an explicit video of me, and I made him one. It was fun, and he loved it. That was a month ago, and since then, I've been asking for him to send me a video. He refuses to. I've tried to call him on FaceTime, but he won't answer. I started thinking that I was being catfished. Recently, we were on the phone, and I hit the FaceTime button, and it rang on his end. He asked, "What's that?" I told him to click the button and see. Then he clicked the FaceTime button and was looking confused. He realized that I saw him, and he hung up. I was totally grossed out when I saw his face. He is a deacon at my church and my dad's golf buddy. I sent him pictures. Yeah, I sent him pictures, and he's got a video of me. So he knew who I was all along. This man has to be at least 70 years old. What? 70 years old, Junior. And after I looked closely at his profile, he used a very old picture of himself. If I expose him and tell my dad will know what I do in my spare time. The last time I saw the old pervert was at Easter Sunday, and shortly after that, he found me online and fooled me into sexting with him. How can this be fixed? Should I take this secret to my grave? Yeah, you're probably going to have to. I don't know how this is going to be fixed. I mean, you say you were keeping yourself entertained online with chat rooms and online dating. Well, this is what you got. I mean, this is what you get out there. It is. Catfishing is very real. They have a whole TV show about it. I'm sure you know about that. But this is on you, though. I mean, how quick were you to take off all your clothes? You said he fooled you into sexting. What did he say to make you just be so quick to do this? You don't know this man. This is a complete stranger. And you sent him a video. Now you're mad at him because he catfished you. And you figured out who he is finally. He knew who you were all along, like he said. So he was catfishing you. But you put yourself in this position. No one said that you can't chat or date online or anything like that, but you took it way too far with all the sexting. It's just too much. You're not going to get these pictures back. You know the deacon. You know he's going to tell your dad if you quote unquote expose him. That's what I'm really concerned about, and that's what you should be concerned about too, what your dad is going to think if he finds out. I just hope this was a learning experience for you. Don't do this anymore. This old guy at church, now he's running because he doesn't want you to tell his dad. He knows he's in to tell your dad. He knows he's in too deep as well. I say, hopefully he won't do anything with these pictures, and you just have to chalk this one up and stay out of his way at church. But if it gets rough, tell your dad and see what happens. Steve? Ugh.
Wow. First of all, he is not going to tell your dad. That he cannot do. Because the father is only going to have one thing. What the hell was you doing online and you knew this is my daughter? As soon as you saw her profile picture online, why did you engage her with conversation? I'm whipping your ass, Earl.
Deacon her.
No. It's just Earl at this point. You don't
no
get
respect.
Yeah, no title. I'm whipping your ass,
he lost
Earl.
his title?
Yeah, you lose titles when you mess with the man, daughter. So I don't think there's any danger of him telling your father. But I agree with Shirley 100%. This is a lesson learned. You say you're in your early 30s, you really want to meet a nice man and settle down. You said, but in the meantime, in between time, I was keeping myself entertained. I done told y'all. Now, I understand you doing something in the meantime. I got it. But that in the meantime, man, always come back to bite you. It ain't ever good. You'll never find Mr. Right messing with Mr. Wrong. I've said it 1,000 times. Now, is it hard to do it that way, ladies? I agree. Uncle Steve, get it. It is hard. But this is what you get. Now, his profile picture said he was 6'2" and athletic. There was a time when he was.
Yes, 70 years ago.
He sent a picture to you when he was athletic. He's still 6'2". But the athletic part is gone. I'm 6'2". Yeah. But I'm also 63. Mm-hmm. A lot of the athletics I used to have is gone. Damn it. Whew.
All right, hold on to that thought, Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's subject, the lowdown and dirty deacon. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, the lowdown and dirty deacon.
This lady in the early 30s been online messing around because she wants to be the nice man, but she was entertaining herself. Mm-hmm. Come to find out, she really got catfished. Now, this dude put a profile, said he was 6'2" and athletic, and all like that. So she went for it. Then she said his picture was nice, but not really my type. Now, we come to find out that the dude is 70 years old. He's a deacon at the church, and he's her father's golf buddy. So now we've already discovered, Shirley and I, that he will not be telling her dad because he can't, because he going to kick Earl's ass. That's all to it. Now, listen to this.
Earl, it used to be Deacon Earl, but it's just Earl.
Yeah,
Earl.
No. He gonna kick Earl's ass. Now, here's where you messed up. His picture was nice, but not really my type. I know it wasn't, because he put an old picture of himself up, so the leisure suit kind of threw you off a little bit. You thought he was really handsome, but why he got that damn leisure suit and that collar, his shirt collar outside his suit jacket, why is his shirt collar that damn long? And where he get them silk socks with them thick lines in it? Why is he still wearing thick and thin? Why has he got on square toe shoes?
Thick and thin.
So that's what threw you. Then y'all started chatting offline for hours. That turned into sexting. You sent him a bunch of nude photos, and he sent you some nude pictures, too. Well, I don't know who them nude pictures was, but it wasn't his 70-year-old ass, I can tell you that. So he either sent you some old pictures of his, or you just found some pictures online. Then he asked me for an explicit video of me, and I made him one. It was fun, and he loved it. That was about a month ago. Then I've been asking him to send me a video, so he old. So what you did was, now you started. He refuses to get on video with you or FaceTime, but he won't answer. I started thinking I'm being catfished. You did get catfished. Y'all was on the phone. I hit the FaceTime button. It rang on his ass. He asked, what's that? See, 70-year-old people, let me tell you how this conversation went. You know that little tone? Uh-huh. That little gobbling sound that's from FaceTime.
Right.
Then he said like this, what you think that is?
That's how he talks, Steve.
Yeah, because he old. See, when you real old, it come out Earl. What you think that is? What that is right there? You should have knew he was old when y'all was sexting. Because I'm telling you, when you have phone sex with a real old ass person, you hear stuff you don't know. Like girl, you messing with my gout. Girl, you messing around. You got your blood pressure going up a little bit on me. Wow. Anyway, you told him to push the button and see. He clicked the FaceTime button and was looking confused. So this how he looked. Y'all look at y'all Zoom camera. That's how he was looking at that.
His whole head is in the camera. He just
eyes don't know where to look.
You stupid.
You really are.
Mighty ignorant.
What that is?
What that is, Earl?
Yeah.
What that is right there?
Mouth wide open.
What's that thing right there? You know, because when you're real old, you just talk with your bottom lip. What that is right there?
Oh, you do that so well, Steve.
That thing right there? What do you think that is? Press the button?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Back up.
You all face.
So that's what happened.
Yeah.
And she saw his face. He's a deacon at the church, and he's your dad golf buddy. I sent him pictures, and he got a video of me. So he knew who I was all along. This man has to be at least 70 years old, and after I looked closely at his profile, he used a very old picture of himself. If I exposed him and I tell my dad will know what I do in my spare time. Well, he'll know that, but why would you tell your dad? What is that going to accomplish?
If he tells you.
Daddy, he did this to me. What he did what to you? He made me. Then hear what you did. My dad would know I do in my spare time. Last time I saw the old pervert was at Easter Sunday, and shortly after that, he found me online and fooled me into sexing with him. You too old to say fooled you.
Yeah. Right. Come on.
Shirley had it right. You're too old for this. How can this be fixed? It can't. Should I take this secret to my grave? You have to.
Yeah.
She called him up and said, listen, you can text him. I know who you are. I saw your face. Now, let me tell you this. If you ever show these pictures or video of me to anyone or any kind, you're not going to believe what I'm going to do. Don't ever call me again. And click, hang up. That's it. That's all you got to do. You got to let him know there's some consequences. 70-year-old men don't like their life getting ruined because they don't have much left. So you can't go in there and tell his wife he can't get this ban from the church. He can't lose his only golf buddy. Too much to lose. So just make that statement that you know who he is, and if he uses the picture, you're not going to believe what I'm going to do to you.
All right, Steve, thank you. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and on Facebook. And please don't forget to check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, we're going to get serious. We'll tell you about Louisville's police chief walking out of a meeting as the fight for justice continues for Breonna Taylor. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Say her name, Breonna Taylor. Say her name, Breonna Taylor. Louisville's police chief and the chief of public services walked out of a Metro Council meeting on the advice of their lawyers. They were citing a pending lawsuit to keep them from answering questions about the death of Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor, of course, was an EMT worker who was shot 8 times after plainclothes officers broke down her door during a botched narcotics raid on March 13th. During that council meeting, council members slammed both chiefs after they walked out and voted to subpoena both of them. Breonna's family and the public deserve answers and the truth. Justice, Breonna Taylor. Justice for Breonna Taylor. Say her name. We're still waiting.
Well, the reason you don't answer questions is because you're working on the story. I mean, the truth is the truth. These are the facts. And the horrible thing about this story is this woman is gone because they had a no-knock warrant and was looking for a guy who was already in custody.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a huge debacle from the beginning. For them to be out on the streets looking for this guy is a huge mistake. How your dumb ass don't know he locked up? You didn't press one computer button when you got the no-knock warrant and could have. He's in the system.
You could have checked into it. Yeah. I mean, it's been since March 13th. We're still waiting.
That's too long.
Yeah, we're still waiting.
Yeah, and the only action that has happened is that they fired one police officer, and they're still investigating. It's August.
Yeah.
What's the investigation? What don't you know by now?
You know who were there.
Tommy.
You don't know everybody.
Well, you should know
they
everything.
Got all the facts. They know every officer that went in on that call. They know how to do the test to see who fired guns. All they got to do is take the bullet that entered her body and match it to the barrel of the guns that everybody shot, like they do on forensic files all the time.
Okay.
Each
TV
barrel
shows.
produces a different score on the bullet, and that's who shot the bullet. That's all to it, man.
I don't know
this
how
ain't
this
rocket
works.
science. But then everybody who was there was an accomplice because everybody that fired their gun should be guilty of murder, period. Because this was not policing. This wasn't a person breaking the law. This was a person in her bed.
In her bed.
She was going to work.
Let me ask you this. What point does the feds, when do they step in and take over since they have these people are not?
That would be the Justice Department. That's Barr. That's Trump's boy. They not coming. They support everything the police do.
Her civil rights were violated. Yeah.
Definitely. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So here's a question for you. Want to be alive long enough to live to be 100? That's the question. Want to live to be 100, okay?
Yes.
Well, look to Japan for guidance. They have the highest number of people per capita over the age of 100 than any other country.
I believe it.
So they know what it takes to live a long life, to live to be 100. They know what it takes. Some of it, of course, is genetic. You know, you always have to factor in genetics. But some of it has to do with diet and lifestyle habits that we can borrow to improve our longevity. These are some of the things we can do.
But Shirley, let me say this before you start. I want to be 100 if I don't have to depend on nobody else. If I'm functioning on my own.
You ain't gonna have no choice.
Yeah, you said depend.
You wearing Depends now?
Somebody gonna be just carrying your little ass around. Yeah. Shut up, get your ass in this buggy and come on.
Not the buggy.
Hey, you know, Tommy, when you get older, you shrink, so your ass gonna be in the cabin.
Oh, God. Go ahead, Shirley. Let me hear it.
Something you do, though, in particular can help you. You do this. All right, first of all, you can eat some seaweed, okay? They say seaweed is a staple of the
That ain't it.
of the Japanese diet.
Seaweed.
I do too. I
do
it.
greens. That's what I do. They look like
Well, that's why your ass ain't gonna be here. Go ahead.
You can eat seaweed. Put it in your diet. It's part of the Japanese diet. It's loaded with nutrients like iron, protein, fiber, copper, omega-3 fats. So eat some seaweed, okay? Stock up on seafood. Japan has one of the world's lowest rates of heart disease, and that's attributed to their healthy diet that's high in seafood. Eating seafood twice a week is also linked to better brain and emotional health.
Yeah. Well, you need to stock up, Tommy. I
already know that ain't what you do.
Y'all gonna be quiet.
Okay, all right. We're getting to what Tommy does. Drink green tea. Does Tommy not drink green tea every day?
Yes, he does.
Y'all won't even try it with me.
I like green tea.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carla drink it with me sometimes. Y'all don't.
Yeah.
Shirley, you drink green tea?
Sometimes,
Steve
I don't drink it every day.
It's just hideous.
All right.
I think it's a waste of damn time. It's the most tasteless, weakest damn drink.
Okay, let me tell you what it does, though. It's considered one of the healthiest beverages thanks to all the polyphenol, the antioxidants in it, okay, that reduce inflammation, protect cells from the kind of damage that can promote chronic diseases. So, Tommy, you're doing a good thing.
Yeah, but it ain't working, though.
Is that working
You
on
don't
Tommy?
know. You ain't diagnosed me. You don't know.
You don't know me.
You don't know me. What else?
All right, eat until you're almost full, okay? In
That's
Japan, there's a saying called hara hachibu, and that means eating until you're 80% full. Not 100% full, 80%.
Well, that ain't what this fool do. He eat till he full, then he run 5 miles, then he come back and eat till he full, then he drinks some green tea every morning.
That balances it out.
The whole diet.
Then he go pull a hamstring, then he run till he dizzy in the hot ass sun.
Sitting under a tree.
Man, y'all quit talking to me about this damn
Boy, your
green
uncle
tea.
knows you.
Yes, he does.
And then practice forest bathing. Bathing in the forest, okay?
What is that?
Ain't nobody going up to have all the mosquitoes on your ass.
Where does that water come from right there, though?
They lost us on this one. It's a form of nature therapy, and it doesn't involve an actual bath, but it's all about being mindful and tuning into the natural setting by using your senses to take it all in. Okay? That's what it means, all right?
I do that.
Yeah, it's like a form of meditation that lets your mind and body relax.
Oh, yeah, I do
So
I like
if you,
that.
Yeah, so if you meditate, that's a good thing too.
But I'm going to tell you something. If you ain't used to going in the woods, it's
not.
damn scary.
Hey, yeah, it was.
You need to know what you're doing.
You the first person to take me in the woods.
Were you scared?
With his scared
That's the first
ass.
time you've been in the woods was with him?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he going to tell you the story when we come back.
All right, coming up, more music, trending topics, and Junior's story about Steve taking him in the woods right after this at 20 minutes after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, before we went to break, we were talking about the things that Japanese people do to live to be 100, and one of those is bathing in the forest or taking in and meditating on your environment and things. And Junior said the first time he's ever been in the forest, Steve took him. So what happened, Junior?
On his ranch. I went out to Uncle Steve Ranch, and, I'm out there all wrong, first of all. I'm out here in shorts and Air Force Ones. First problem I got.
That's not that.
Yeah, that's not even forced. No, that's not even forced attire. But we go back here and we on the 4-wheelers and we deep off in it. I'm talking about deep off of this property.
He'll take you.
We way back off here because it's kind of like getting late
He
now.
got that little knife with him.
He had the Bowie knife. He say now. Yeah, we hear these noises. Shirley called it. We didn't know. Just, I don't know that. But Unc's still fishing. He just throwing his line. He's not even worried. He just turns to me and say, if they come out them bushes, get in this water.
If they?
Hyenas?
It was coyotes.
Coyotes?
Oh, coyotes.
He just said, if they come out these bushes, get in this water. But the problem is, he got the knife. I don't have nothing.
You got Air Force One.
But he got on some shorts. So he's sitting on the car. So I said, Junior, just start walking towards the water. Look, what is that? If you don't walk your ass towards this water, you may find out. Because I don't know how many of them over there, but once they pack up, they get real brave.
Oh, so it was coyotes.
When they together, they strong in numbers.
I didn't know nothing about that. I had no clue.
All right, more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show and some trending news coming up at 32
your ass
minutes
over here by this water, boy.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, guys, an American University professor and political historian, his name is Alan Lichtman, he's predicted the winner of every presidential election since 1984.
Who has?
His name is Alan Lichtman. He's a political historian. He's an American University professor, okay? Every election he's gotten right since 1984. He's predicted that Joe Biden will beat Donald Trump in the 2020 election come November 3rd.
Please.
We hope you're right this time.
This is not the time to mess up.
Right.
Okay. Right, Junior?
Also, speaking of President Trump, while in Ohio yesterday, the president had a baseless claim, another one, that Joe Biden wants to hurt God.
What?
Take a listen.
He's going to do things that nobody ever would ever think even possible because he's following the radical left agenda. Take away your guns, destroy your Second Amendment, no religion, no anything, hurt the Bible, hurt God. He's against God, he's against guns.
Okay, you're just ignorant.
Wait a minute,
You
hold
just
on.
real.
Wait,
You just
hold
plain
up, man.
Crazy now.
Wait a minute, man.
No, you ain't got to wait.
Yeah, everyone
That's what he
needs
said.
to take a breather.
This is
Listen to me. Always remember this, and Bishop Kenneth Ulmer taught this to me. When someone is talking about God, remember that God's voice has no sin in it. They're going to take away our guns. God don't even want you to have guns. Thou shalt not kill is a commandment. We created guns. When you hear a man talking like this, he's against religion. He's going to hurt God and take away your guns. Wait a minute, man. You don't even know how to hold the Bible right side up.
Right.
There's not a single picture in the history of Donald Trump coming out of a church except at Bush's funeral. There's no photos of him at a church service. And this man got the nerve to turn around and say that Joe Biden is against God. That's a sick statement to make. Is your base that low of a group of people that they will allow you to say this? I don't believe the base is that low. But for you to say that is because you know that there's a group of people who will listen to that type of rhetoric. Hey, y'all, we got to get to the polls. Enough of this. Enough is enough.
Coming up, it is our last break of the day.
It's the last break of the day.
And we'll have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey coming up at 49 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, last break of the day on this Friday. Last break of the week, actually. It's Friday. Yeah, these weeks are flying by. Flying by.
It is August.
Yeah.
We started
really
this thing, in mid-March?
March, yeah.
Beginning of March, something like that.
No, not beginning.
Beginning.
To me.
No
March
vacations
19th
this
was
summer?
my
We didn't have
last
none of that.
Yeah.
Huh?
March 19th was my last day of taping TV. And we just started back this week. So, wow. That was tough, man. You're right, though. The whole summer's gone.
Yeah, it's
spring and summer.
Yeah.
We lost spring and summer. We did.
Man, I normally take my wife and kids somewhere. That was out. That didn't happen.
Everybody.
Yeah. I normally be somewhere for my birthday this summer. Nothing. Just
Big dog, you normally be on what? The Mediterranean?
Nice. Let them have it. Out there swinging and playing, man, in the
life
water.
has changed. Yeah.
Sitting out there in the ocean, don't ever get in it.
But how about this, though, Steve? You don't even hear about Italy having a hard time with the coronavirus anymore like we did.
No.
Why?
We have a lot of friends in Italy. They've completely recovered just about.
They
still have cases, but they're back to normal. Italy is open.
Because
Capri is open. Milan is open. They're shipping clothes back out again. Everything.
Because they shut the country down. They social distance. They wore their masks. They washed their hands.
And it wasn't an option.
Right, and it wasn't an option.
That's our problem. That's our problem. When you allow every governor to make different decisions across the country.
Well, now hold on.
Tommy.
What, Steve?
He didn't let governors make their own decisions. He strongly suggested to the red states that they reopen. He never wore a mask, which as a leader set the example. So guess what they were talking about? That's my civil right not to wear a mask.
Yeah, they made
you
it political.
Idiot.
They made it political.
And so they turned, and then they said that Democrats and the left don't want to open back up because they want the economy to stay down for political purposes. No, man, it was for health reasons, man. Yeah. But the reason you wanted it open was because of political reasons, so you could get the economy stimulated again, because that's what you were running on, was a strong economy. But the strong economy is at the expense of lives. We are over 160,000 people gone in this country, and this is America. So just wrap your mind around this number, y'all.
Right. And because we don't wear masks, Steve, this is why the children aren't in school. This is why our kids aren't in school, because people would not politicize this whole mask thing. And we let these children down in the spring and summer, and they can't go back to school because of that.
But President Trump is insisting that schools open. If you don't open, he won't fund you. And the reason he's doing that, because he has no children that have to be exposed to corona.
But you got some schools that have already opened, Steve, and these people are already infected.
And they in red states, man. Y'all listening?
Yes, we are. We're
they in red states because them ignorant ass governors is trying to be all up in his behind, trying to make sure that he sees them doing his wishes and deeds.
Right.
Do you know that he was supposed to meet with the governor of Ohio to discuss something the other day, and do you know that the governor of Ohio tested positive so he canceled the meeting?
That's right. I saw that.
Hey, man, this thing right here does not care about which political party you're in.
Oh, COVID.
This thing doesn't care about how much money you make. It don't care about your position in life. It don't care about your race, creed, or your sexual preference. This is a problem that's facing all of us, and our leadership has failed us miserably. And no, it's not our governor's fault. It's our governor's fault for being led down this dark path by this Republican president who pressed on all of his Republican constituents to follow his lead. And that was wrong of him to make those governors think that they had to do that, because if you don't do what Trump says, then he come after you. And what he did to a lot of these governors was flat out wrong. He forced the opening. He wanted schools to go back in. It was all too soon, and it was all for political reasons. And now this man has the audacity to talk about Joe Biden and talk about he is against God. Are you kidding me, man? What are you talking about? That he's gonna hurt the country. He's gonna hurt God. Man, this man right here, y'all, this man is so unpresidential. Listen to me, Steve Harvey Morning Show listeners. You have to get to the polls. You are the deciding factor, period. I'm listening to all these ball players talk about voting, man. I'm so inspired by these young people, man, because they serious. Now, is he behind in the polls? Yes. But let me remind you all, 4 years ago, he was behind in the polls too. He wasn't winning nowhere, and he wound up the president. Don't get lulled to sleep by these polls. Damn these polls. Polls don't vote. And you've got to understand that this is a part of voter suppression. What they oftentimes like to do is make you think that the opponent is so far ahead that you say, well, he got it and you stay home. That ain't how this working this time, man. We have to vote. He's not the right person for this job. And if you think he is, man, it's because you got on blinders, man, and you're not looking at this thing the right way. It's okay to be conservative. I don't have a problem with that. But him, though, he's the guy you want to represent? I find that hard to believe. We voted him out November 4th. It's over. It's a wrap. Thank you. When weallvote.org.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.